Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a Sir Fred Applebottom production. I'm your host, Sir Fred Applebottom, and we are back in the wonderful world of At Odds End. Now, I think, that actually was a really, that was a pretty lucky fish, because it was a squid. Sorry if you guys get any background noise. I live in a house, and that house has other people in it. I'm sure you guys get it, right? Not that hard to get. Uh, I also, if you guys are curious what team is better, it's the blue team. At least for their spawn area and their proximity to the armor island. But my plan is to get Cutlass, Speeder, and Pirate Juice because we're gonna head on over to the armor island and get some sick island drip, I guess. So how's your day going? Cause I'd be glad if anyone was watching by now. Thank you for all the positive comments that I've gotten. Those are good. Those are very good. And that was my mother, who loves me very much. This tree is gonna get demolished. Yeah, I can say that. Epic pro tip: if you want to get if you are interested in actually dropping the logs that you're cutting down, you press backspace instead of enter, which I was pressing like a doofus. But the game is pretty fun. I like it. I find it to be relaxing anyhow. Like, the whole, I don't know. I also probably helps that I'm reading Treasure Island right now, which is a pretty good book. Written in 1883 by some dude whose name I forgot. I'd love to hear any thoughts you have on my content so far, like specific stuff, because I'm loving all the compliments I'm getting, right? Like, hey, good job, you'll be a great animator one day, buddy. But I'd love to hear a specific request for what you'll want to see on Roblox. Because, it's a big platform, there's lots of games on it, and I'm open to requests. But, yeah, in this episode, I'll just be getting the armor. Neat thing is, this game doesn't exactly save. So, well, I mean, it does save because there's a bank, which I just remember that from the last playthrough I already had some stuff, and it was completely pointless to do what I just did and get my Pirate Juice Cutlass fishing around an axe. But hey, the more the merrier. I can sell them in the shop for an amazing price to Rich McMoneyson, which is the shop NPC. And now we enter the Dust Bandit Island. Now, along this path, I'm gonna probably get stabbed at least once because, you know, it's bandits, they like to do that. So that's why you gotta have your cutlass at the ready. See that guy? He just wants to get his grimy little tetanus knife all over you. See, I got stabbed. Another thing that you'll find on the Dust Island is spears. Now, I don't think anyone would like to get hit with a spear. So, see, this is why I brought pirate juice. It's far easier to go on expeditions like this when you've got pirate juice because you can regen, as I am now. You know? Friggin' Whya! Yeah, spears are pretty good. They're cheap, but there's better stuff for your back slot, like the firebrand sword. So I'll sell it at the end of the video. You may be asking, hey, how the heck are you maneuvering like this? With that sick parkour skills. And first off, thank you so much for complimenting my sick part. Wait. Oh, spears don't take up the back slot anymore. That's cool. That's a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Yeah, you can tell that I watch Star Wars. I make references every now and then, you'll hear some more. I'm not exactly the best at combat, but I can solo this island. Draw your sword down numbers. Oh yeah, I got some epic music that, you know, it's just nerd music, because I am in fact a nerd. You know, kind of have to be, I epically blocked that man. Thing is, I have a maxed out bank. So, you know. But just general expeditions are a pretty good way to earn gold. Also, I do not feel any shame in taking from these guys, because look at what they did. Look at what they did. Oh crap, the boss showed up. See, if I get this guy, I can sell his head. Now, that may sound very morbid, and that's because it is, but I'll be absolutely loaded if I do that. Because, let me tell you, that guy has wronged a lot of people during his reign of the Dust Banditos. So, something about pirate juice is that you gotta refill it at places. And that's fine and all. But first, let me check how long this record. Oh, just nearly 10 minutes. Alright, yeah. So yeah, that's what I have to go through every single time I play this game, because I don't want to be some petty little weakling. But feel free, leave a comment, drop a like, do a subscribe. Maybe one day I'll credit you for being one of my first subscribers, I don't know. I don't know. Well, one of these days, this game, it'll get 1,000 concurrent players instead of just 100. And even for this game, that's actually pretty good. Something about Pirate Juice I've noticed is that they made it harder to jump. Also, the Warlord guy only sometimes drops his head. Alright, get the epic stuff done. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found me entertaining, to say the least. I've actually kept the video pretty short, so at least one person should be watching. And yeah, if you... Wait. Can I get... Hold on, let me see if I can get the Chungus wallet. 45, 33. Yeah, okay, that's a problem for next video. Alright. So yeah, this game is pretty cool, called At Odds End. And I might bring back quick frames for another video if you guys want. Oh yeah, this guy is gonna buy anything. Alright. Well, Applebottom viewers, I'm gonna say that's the end of this video. Again, do a like, leave a subscribe, and have a good time in general. Also, I'm gonna make sure that I actually have my stuff. I didn't even... Okay. This really grinds my gears if you couldn't tell. But yeah. If you've enjoyed my content thus far, stay tuned for more. Surfer at Applebottom, signing off.